What's the wave? What's the word? What's the haps? Look, I know I sound like shit right now. This is not normally how I sound. I'm very raspy, okay? Today is the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. The 14th of June, 2026. Might just be a normal date for any asshole who's watching or listening to this, but if you rewind the time and, you know, this date, you add two and two together, you know that the Knicks won the fucking NBA championship last night. So, you know what I'm saying? It's been 53 fucking years as it goes. And New York finally got a fucking championship. I'm not just saying basketball. All right, I'm just saying the fucking, it's about time New York's won a fucking sport. Look, I'm from Jersey. So, a lot of people might call me a fucking bandwagon. But Jersey doesn't have any fucking teams, dude. What do we got? We got the Devils. We used to have the Nets. But that got moved over. So, I'm only I'm in North Brunswick. Not North Brunswick, sorry. I'm in New Brunswick area. So it's basically like a 40-minute drive away from New York any goddamn way. So, I'd pretty much say that, it's right around the corner. You might as well say that, you're for the New York teams to win. I've been a Yankees fan for since I was in college, and that's my biggest grind. I'm not too big into sports, but my friends finally introduced me to basketball in the beginning of this year during the playoffs. And they asked me who I would like to win the playoffs. And I obviously said that I got to go for the New York Knicks because, well, you got to be loyal to your soil. And let me tell you something. Watching these assholes play in the fucking finals, I'm telling you. The Spurs put up a great fight, but they couldn't hold the lead. And just watching some of the plays, every point matters in this game, especially in the finals. So missing threes was devastating, or missing a free throw, or being fouled so damn much by the refs. It was an awful thing to watch for my cortisol. So I'd say it was through and through an amazing, amazing series. And now I'm coming down from a lot of things. I'm coming down from being in New York last night. I didn't get home till fucking 7 in the morning. And if it's not already obvious, that's why I fucking lost my voice. Because, you just screaming Knicks in 5 and Wembanyama suck my dick and Spurs go fuck yourself the fucking whole night. You know what I'm saying? You're rapping along to fucking Love Sosa and all that shit. You're just going fucking nuts. You're screaming fuck Wemby. You know what I mean? You're doing it all night. All night. Yeah, you'll lose your fucking voice. Look, I'm a LARPer. Okay, I just tuned in. And the 1 year I tuned into basketball, the team I'm rooting for wins. I feel like a LARPer. But fuck that. It's going to be Knicks until I die for the rest of my life. We may never see another championship, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. Because I saw my first one. I feel like a fucking lucky charm. Anyways, that's beyond the point. I just want to let you know that's why I sound pretty raspy. I just lost my voice. But, I think there's some sort of niceness to it. It makes me feel like this isn't being rushed. I'm too quiet. And on a Sunday afternoon, I guess night now, it's really like 10:30, almost 11. I got to go to bed soon. But I had a lot on my mind today because I woke up at 4. I'm looking at all the nice little photos I guess my family friends took of me while I was climbing the garbage trucks and the fucking construction sites and all that, acting a fool. And, I was just kind of thinking this is my youth. And I'm 23. I think I said that before. I'm 23 years old. I got about 7 years left before I turn 30. And I always ask myself, am I using my years right? I wanted to make that kind of just like the central theme, I guess, of this channel is like my digital journal, for lack of a better term. I don't think anybody's going to be listening to any of these first couple of videos. I don't really have anything relevant to say just now. I don't know how to tweak around on the algorithm, so this is really just me talking out of my ass. But I watched a video earlier of a kid, basically. He pans his camera into the face, and he's talking about how he knows nobody's ever gonna love him. And, he's saying how he fell in love with this girl, but this girl, she doesn't really know what she wants, which seems to be kind of like the culture nowadays. Nobody tends to know what they want, be it a lady or a gentleman. I don't think anybody's really ready for commitment. We're all too afraid of it. So what ends up happening is when we do get in a relationship, we kind of back out. We get nervous. People tend to do these things where they try to label each other as avoidant attachment or attached or anxious attachment. I don't really think that's the case. I mean, of course, it's a scientifically proven thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I think it's simpler than that. You know what I'm saying? I think the culture has enabled this some sort of push for a pull. You know what I mean? Nobody really wants to commit to anything. Especially when you're 20, you don't want to commit to one person. There's always that fear. Hey, I'm 19 years old. I'm 20 years old. I'm in this oh my God, the word gets out of my head. I'm in this serious relationship. 2 years. I'm 19 and I'm in a 2-year relationship, and I'm sure it gets into somebody's head like, hey, I still got 10, 11 more years before I'm 30. Maybe there's somebody else out there. There's people saying like, don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife, or your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband, whatever. So there's this fear of kind of committing yourself towards something grave, and it's a really rough thing to listen to, right? Because what ends up happening is the implication is that there's another part of that populace, I guess, that does want something real. I think we all want something real, but we all don't want to go through the struggles of finding it. And then there's some assholes in between the teeth of the grinder who just really don't know that this is the game. They don't really understand that nobody wants to commit to anything. They think that there really is somebody out there who's equally as passionate as they are for love. But at the same time, they don't realize that everybody is just as passionate for finding that kind of thing. But everybody's too afraid, or everybody's too numb. Anyways, this guy, he's saying, he pans the camera to his face, and he's on a beach, he's walking. And this guy, he really looks older than me. I don't know, to be honest with you, I was doing my work while doing this. And he pans the camera to his face. I swear he looked older than me, like 25, 28. And then he goes back to the beach. He says, "Oh, I don't like my face." And he's talking about how he's struggling with a relationship. He's saying, "I know for a fact nobody's gonna love me. I know for a fact that there are no women out there for me that are ever gonna be interested in me, because all the women have people in their DMs. They have men in their DMs, and I refuse to compete. And it's over for me. And I'm only 21. If I was drinking something and I heard that, I would have spat that shit right out of my mouth. Pause. It's just like, listen, the kid's 21. I'm 23, and I got so many assholes telling me it's not over. So you're 21 years old, and you're saying it's over? I mean, what does that mean for me? I don't know. It's just what I'm saying. It's kind of just like, it doesn't really make sense to think that it's over. I think it really is a bleak thing right now. And a lot of cocksuckers out there, they'll tell you the same shit over and over again, which is probably why you think it's over. Why we think it's over. Because we hear the same shit over and over again. Oh, you just got to focus on yourself. Focus on making money. Focus on your careers. Focus on making connections. Focus on physical health. Focus on your family. They tell you to focus on everything, but being patient, or being passionate enough for finding a partner. But the thing is, it's like, how do you focus on something when that's all you want? You wouldn't tell a starving man to focus on himself if he was starving, right? I mean, look, to be honest with you, like, I know I'm not a fucking moron. I know there's a big, massive difference between, you know, being fucking hungry, starving to death, and just wanting, love. But at the same time, maybe there's not much of a difference. Maybe we all just want fucking love. But I know what this guy's saying though. Hey, just focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do your job, make money, focus on your school, do everything. Then maybe you'll have a girlfriend at the end of it, or a boyfriend at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll find that lover. You hear that, you hear, oh, it comes when you least expect it. It comes when you least expect it. This person could be the person who holds the door for you. Or when maybe you're driving down, I don't fucking know, Route 66. Next thing you know, you bump into their car. That's your husband, your wife. It happens randomly. Focus on yourself. You know what that sounds like to me? What it might sound like to this guy, too? What it might sound like to every fucking single asshole out there? Sounds like fucking, that's life. I mean, some context for me. I'm not a touchless virgin, okay? I've had two relationships in the past. They were juvenile, for lack of a better time. I had, high school sweetheart, and I had something during college. The college one was much more serious, but I don't know, maybe serious is in, air quotations, because this college relationship, in my opinion, it was real for 2 years, but it's the most recent one, so it's of course the one that hurts me the most. I broke up with her in November, I believe, of 2024. So it's June of 2026. So we're coming up on a little bit over a year and a half, right? And it's a year and a half of just kind of meddling in with my own thoughts. After the year mark, I figured maybe I try to talk to a couple of people. And oh my God, this fucking market, it's awful. It's awful. It's not anything. It's not anything easy. I know a lot of, actually, my closest friends, we're a trio. All of these assholes are single. One's dealing with relationship issues. They just recently broke up. I actually think it's getting better for him. God bless him. But my other friend, all my life I've known him. He's exactly what girls would want, actually. But even still, it's kind of difficult for him. He's about 6 foot tall. He kind of looks like Jesus. He has this curly hair. He's a white guy too. Well built, I'd argue. 6 foot tall. Has his own apartment. The problem is, man, it's kind of just like he's struggling to find the real thing, and I hope he finds it. But it's just I find people that are much better looking than me. I'm not a good looker myself. I couldn't tell you. But, I'm not going to go around and spout self-negativity to myself and say, oh, I'm fucking fat, I'm short, I'm ugly. I think I'm great in exactly all the capable ways that I am. I look at myself in the mirror and I thank God for designing me exactly the way I am. I'm sorry. Maybe that's a cope to all you assholes, but, I see all this shit about looks maxing and blackpilling, and I'm like, fuck me, if I was 14 years old, this would be devastating. But I'm 23, thank God. And I see right through the bullshit. Maron, I mean, this fucking kid, Clavicular, he was my age. He's actually younger than me by a year. This fucking kid, what's he doing to himself? But he's a martyr in his own fucking way because, he's sacrificing his own body. But everybody has a lot of respect for this kid. And, I call him a kid. I call myself a kid. We're still really fucking young. But this is a crazy mistake to do. Because now you're telling the 14-year-olds that shit like this is really what people look for. I don't think they really care about your negative occipital tilt. I don't really think they give a shit about it. A guy like me, yeah, I might not be the greatest looker on the planet, but fuck all that, I can bench. I can bench fucking 285. I can do that for 3. And I can squat for a lot more. Fuck all that. I don't need to look good if I can wait. I can move weights. And with that, I'm proud of myself because it took me about a year to cultivate this kind of thing. Ever since I broke up with my ex, that was the first thing I prioritized. I said, I'm too fat right now. I wanna work on this. I wanna work on this. And there you go. I mean, now I'm where I'm at. I'm not saying that to wrap my fucking hand around my cock and start stroking myself to the tune of fucking, I don't know, Mary Had a Little Lamb. But I'm just saying, guys, you need to focus on things that make you happy, and you need to appreciate the good things that you do have. Because when you focus on the things that are negative, that's all you can put a limelight on, and that sinks you down. My problem is, folks, what are these negative things? What, being too short? Oh my god, I'm 5'8". I'm not tall enough for the female gaze. It's over. Fuck the female gaze then. Why do you need society to tell you that you look good or look bad? Women too, by the way. I'm not just saying this against women. Women, I understand, are the ones who also have to suffer through these fucking beauty standards too, just as much. The only reason I'm saying through a guy perspective is because, what do you fucking know? I'm a guy myself. My fucking point is, though, you look at a lady, guys are fucking rude to her if she's a little chubby or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, a lot of this hate, or I guess criticism, is widely perpetuated, I guess is the word. It's widely perpetuated through social media. Like I said, it's the fucking culture. It's what society says. Back in the fucking day, nobody really gave a shit if you were 5'8". You know what I'm saying? And they say even in the Greek times, being fat meant you were rich. But if you're in America, holy shit, forget about it. Now it's all twisted. Let me tell you something. You're 5'5". You're Asian. You think you're fucking short and you're Asian, it's over. Go to your home country. The fact that you'll have an American accent means that you know what I'm saying? I mean, you'd probably be price pig over there. Oh, but I'm stuck over here. Then fuck it. That's what they say. That's what they mean by focus on yourself. It's my plan anyway. This is projection. That's what they call projection. Fuck it. I'm a 5'6" Asian guy. I don't think it's really, in the stars for me right now to find a lady from here. But to be honest with you guys, I've long came to this conclusion. I mean, I go out in these night scenes, especially yesterday, now that we think about it. Yesterday, I go out in New York. You see fucking strangers twerking on each other and making out, the real reprobate type shit. The Gotham City that everybody keeps memeing about. And, I guess it gets in your head. You think, fuck me, I really wish I could just turn it on. But then, I don't know, I fucking wake up. I wake up and I get 2 and 2 in my fucking head to come together. I say, do I really want some fucking girl throwing ass on the street like this at 3 in the morning? Do I really think that my future wife is going to come to me at 3 in the morning in a fucking New York City? Twerk ass on random men? And ladies, I want you to think the same fucking thing. Do you think your future man's going to come for you and, he's getting twerked on in the middle of fucking New York City at 3 in the morning? No, probably not. That's probably not what you guys want. So, at the end of the day, I guess there's that. But my whole thing, I guess, is, what I would do is I go on out, fucking save up for a passport. Go to the fucking my home country or somewhere else. Fuck it. Learn the language. Probably settle down there. That's the worst case scenario. Right now, I also just don't give a shit, per se. I got some big steps ahead of me right now. I mean, I just got a new job. And I'm focusing on making that thing, the main thing. If I can drown myself in work, I'm not going to really give a damn if a girl likes me or not. Next thing you know, I'll be 30 years old. It's a lonely fucking thing. Don't get me wrong. It's a lonely fucking existence. It's lonely. There's no one denying that. I ain't say that I ain't lonely. But my whole fucking thing is wanting it like this, it's pathetic. I don't want to fucking want this. I don't want it to be the only thing I think of 24/7. But I think, I know a lot of folks that do. I meet a lot of guys that do. It's all they can think of. And I can't tell them the same shit over and over again. So, I don't know. My only thing is just like right now, this is just what the world has become. I mean, there's a whole male loneliness epidemic they keep chanting and talking about. I don't know. I guess so. Nowadays, it seems like all the men I meet are in a roster, so maybe not. Maybe I'm the only asshole out there without a single prospect of looking for somebody right now, because, I don't know, it's also fucking tiresome, is what it is. God, it really is. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from Tri-State. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I go over South Dakota or some shit, maybe it'll be better, but I don't know, man. You see what's going on over here? You just don't want to fucking bother. I don't even want to try. I just don't. I have a lot of people who tell me, yeah, you're very charismatic. You're funny. You actually don't look as bad as you think. And I'm telling you, that alone would forgive you for being short, I guess. Somebody really did tell me that. Fucking asshole. But she said, like, at the end of the day, you're a nice person, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They tell you that shit. So, why aren't you trying? Because the girls around here, they're not the ones I want. I'm not my type's type yet. You know what I'm saying? None of these girls are really my type. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Jesus, there's a lot of gorgeous women over here in New York, in New Jersey, in Pennsylvania, I guess. But it's just like they're all a fucking pain in the ass to deal with. Don't you get it? It's like all they fucking do. I don't know. All these city girls, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I don't know where the real girls are at. Maybe they're in church. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be an asshole and bother them when they're focusing on themselves. So many people I meet in the gym all the time, they're like, you should talk to that girl over there by the treadmill. I'm like, first of all, it'll be obvious as fuck that I'm not here to talk, that I'm here to flirt with her, because does my fat ass look like I should be anywhere near a treadmill? No, but real shit, real shit though. Jokes aside, these people are here to focus on themselves. They're not here to get hit on. You know? Well, my buddy was like, just say hi to her. Say hi to her. She said it was her first time in the gym. It's her first time in the gym, and her first experience would be is some jackass coming up to her saying, hi, how are you? Oh, can I get your number? No, I don't fucking want to do that. I'm not some fucking creep. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I don't really have much of a how do I say, a script when it comes to most of this. This is kind of just still a demo for GyozaLARP. Just trying to see how it is in terms of how long I've been yapping. Jesus, 23 minutes already, Maron. I didn't even think I could get to that much, but I don't know. No one's gonna listen to it, so there's no consequence. It's only gonna be me. So I got delight in that, but it's kind of just what it is, fellas. I don't know. It's just what it is. Yeah, next time I'll probably have bullet points or something, a script, but I just wanted to vent. But yeah, I just wanted to vent. I have been too quiet today. Like I said, I can't really talk, given the state of my diaphragm. So, yeah. Nixon 5, baby. The fucking parade's later this Thursday. I got to figure out how I can call out for that. God, I got a day off on Friday too, so that would be really nice if I could secure both. But I don't know. I doubt it. I'll go ask. But yeah, that's really all I got to say. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys have a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you guys to think that this is the only thing in my head, in my mind. I got a lot more, but unfortunately, I guess the stars kind of align. You know what I'm saying? It does get to a point where I really don't have anything else to do but think. And those are the worst days on the planet. Always be busy, okay? Always keep yourself busy. Don't ever let yourself be idle. You know what they say, right? Idle times, idle hands, the devil's workshop. Because you're stuck sitting in the room. When it gets quiet, it gets loud. So, it helps to do shit. Keep yourself busy. Do something. Do something that isn't jacking off. Draw. Oh, but I suck at drawing, Gyoza. Fuck all that. Learn. Fucking read a book. Read a comic book. It doesn't even have to be a chapter book you can't fucking read. Write something. Write it down, those fucking dumbass thoughts, and burn them away. Read the Bible. We all need the Bible. We all need the good book. God knows I need it. I didn't go to church today because I came back so late. I don't. Anyways, fellas, maybe I could have a more organized reign on, I guess, romance, but it's all silly. It's all a joke. Anyways, you guys take it easy. I'll see you around. Well, I got to figure out a good outro. What should I say? I should say some shit like, stay LARPing? I don't know. You guys take it easy. Fuck out of here.